have my tummy out, even if it's just on TikTok for clout. And if you got something to say, shut your mouth, cause I'm a hot ass bitch. I'm a hot ass bitch.
The delusion's about as real as her second tits.
Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? Time to shine!
If your girl's gonna try this, make her put on a helmet. She about cracked her head on this one.
No woman chooses to be a single mother. That's a lie. There are tons of women who purposely choose to be a single mother because in their mind, I don't want the man, I just want the baby. And I'm going to consciously choose a man I know will not fight to stay in this child's life, or that I can easily push out the way, because I don't want anyone else's influence on this child. I want this child only for me.
I will say I've never heard that before. I never saw it from that perspective at all.
Yeah, it happens a lot. And I think people just assume that and I'm not saying there aren't plenty of women who did not choose to be single mothers, but there are I've had clients flat out tell me, just give me the baby. I don't want the man.
I never heard a woman outright say that this is what they were doing, but it seems like it could fit. What about y'all? You ever heard of this type of situation taking place? I guess, there was a girl on The View that said she was going to sort of do like an artificial insemination or some surrogacy situation where she could know who the dad was. So she went to a sperm bank. So I guess more and more women are freezing their eggs and going to the sperm bank. And in that sense, they're just getting a kid. All right, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Last night, a boy that I deleted dating apps for, which has only happened one other time since I got divorced, hurt me. So I'm sitting at home drinking wine and playing Taylor Swift at the local dive bar.
Could he possibly like me more than his girlfriend? And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with your. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'ma talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, that nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
All right, guys. Isn't this the major misconception with the women, though? They think just because a guy hit it means that they're, upper in the priority range with the guy, or, that they could actually get married by him or something. I guess they think it dictates their sexual marketplace value just because a guy hit it. And they don't realize that guys will just hit anything for one more times than not. But they'll also just take what's easy or take what's convenient on the side, but still going to lock it down with the ride or die person. So I don't know why they don't pick it up on that.
So, my boyfriend and I broke up 2 days ago. We live together still. So fun. I'm moving out this weekend, but one thing they don't tell you about is that you're still really nice to each other after a breakup. My boyfriend made me coffee this morning, like he always does. And that fucking sucks. I really wish he didn't make me coffee anymore.
In case you're wondering, you'll never win.
Absolutely fucking not.
What's your craziest experience you've ever had?
Okay, so one night I was at a basketball game. One of the Miami Heat players actually invited me.
Miami Heat!
We get into his vehicle and he was like, would you be down for a threesome with another girl? And I was like, yeah, you know, it's always been my fantasy. So we arrived to his house, and it's like a really pretty mansion. And the girl, like, I meet her, she's really pretty. You know, we go to the bedroom. We're all like messing around a little bit, and she starts to take off her panties, and she still has her dick.
Whoa. Damn.
So he's trying to convince me. He's like, in my eyes, she's a woman. She's beautiful. And I was like, okay, you know, it's fine because I'm into men and women.
Damn,
you know?
so you did it?
Yes, I was kind of into it a little bit, you know. When she pulled hers out first, it was a pretty nice size. Like this. That big? I can't tell. So yes, it first started off by me giving her a job, and then she started going towards him, and they were like forgetting about me.
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
And I was like, okay, this is kind of
So
weird.
what were you doing while she was like pounding him?
I was like sucking her titties and like grabbing his balls and stuff like that, and grabbing her balls.
What?
I mean, I don't really know, like
you was grabbing everybody's balls.
Yeah.
You've been with your girl 5 years. She tells you the story. What do you do?
This guy wanted me to make chocolate chip cookies, but with my poop baked into them.
When God finds out what y'all did with the internet, we're all screwed.
I used to run things at an office. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing that, right? I think women are expected to be up in the, you know, they're running companies, they're at the house running their families. That's exhausting. We're not supposed to be doing that.
I know a lot of girls your age, late 30s, early 40s, who've made their money, and they're wondering, what the happened to me?
Yeah. I worked 78-hour weeks just to get ahead because that's what you did, and I was miserable because I was trying to do what society said people did.
Well, I think it's fair to say men were born and built to work. Like, I don't know any man who's like, just tired, bro. Sometimes it might hit you when you're 37 years old. Well, I'd rather learn that when I'm 27.
Our hormones are constantly fluctuating differently than men. We're not designed to be in that 8 to 5 or 9 to whatever it was, 9 to 10 rise.
Where's the naughtiest location you've ever done it at?
I'm not disclosing which, but in a bar bathroom.
Ow!
Yeah, that was recent. Shout out, James.
Good job, James.
Bitch party, you cannot get in. I can take your man, pass him to my friend.
What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little bit illegal to me, just a little bit.
When it comes to dating a man, what would be an age range for you?
33 to like 36.
Would you date someone married?
Absolutely not.
Do you have a preference when it comes to race?
My race, so black guys.
Minimum height requirement for you?
5'8" and up.
Would you date someone obese?
Not on purpose.
What does that mean? And what would a minimum salary be?
A year? $500K.
Like $500,000?
Yes.
Damn. Oh my God.
I'm delusional?
It says here you have a 0% chance of finding someone.
Wow, that's horrible.
And it also says you don't belong on this planet.
What is this? What app is this? This is so mean.
Well, I've never seen someone get a 0, but...
You know who's not at the bottom of the ocean? Women.
Women don't make that kind of money.
They don't make that kind of money. They only divorce for it or inherit it. Alright, guys. Let's see what I got for you today. So today I want to talk about an idea that I got from Joe Dispenza. And I'm going to leave a link in the description for one of the easiest Joe Dispenza videos. It's like 35 minutes long that I ever really saw. And I think it helps out a lot with people and their thinking and things like that. But essentially, your conscious mind is communicating with your subconscious mind and your body. And whatever you're telling yourself in your conscious mind is being communicated to your subconscious, and it's just kind of going through with it. So if you go through your day-to-day life and you think about problems and your past and all these different things, then you're constantly invoking stress and bad feelings into your body, and your subconscious mind is going with that. But contrary, if you were to think about joy and happiness and being thankful and grateful, then your mood and your feelings would reflect the same. What's interesting for me to observe is that he says that if you have like a daily routine where you're constantly thinking the same thing, then your body will actually consider it a routine. And even if you don't think those things, your body will automatically be feeling that and kind of coaxing you into feeling stress and feeling negative at that time. He says that if you're driving in traffic every day at 8 o'clock in the morning and today you're not in traffic, well, your body will think, this isn't right. I'm always stressed at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it'll find a new thing to focus on to be stressed about. I think it's very important to recognize this behavior, recognize your self-talk and how you're communicating with yourself, but also notice how the body and the mind works so that you can play the game and you can play the system with yourself. It's very important to remember that every thought and emotion that you feel isn't necessarily real, and it's important to challenge yourself about what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Sometimes when I'm really down and out, I feel like I got no friends, I have no one I can rely on, but it's absolutely not correct. But for some reason, it's a conversation I'm naturally having in my mind. It's exaggerated, it's a lie. But when I'm down and out, it's what I'm saying. And if I don't check myself, then I can go along with that and believe it 100%. But it's not true. And it's important to tell yourself, to check yourself when you're lying or when you're exaggerating when it's not true, because you're invoking all these feelings and emotions for no reason. The true key to happiness is being thankful and grateful some way, somehow. And we all have something to be thankful and grateful for no matter what. Even if it's that we don't have a toothache today or that our mom's alive. Whatever, you can start somewhere and work your way up. And that's the key to happiness. So I encourage you to find a way to be thankful and grateful for what's going on in your life. And I encourage you to deny the feelings of, being stressed out about traffic and things like that. Think about your past, looking for answers you're never going to receive, because it's debilitating your ability to grow, to think straight, to move on with your future. And life doesn't offer us all the answers that we want. That's one of the first things we have to accept. All right, guys, I appreciate you making it to the end of another video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna see you on the next one.